I've always been a lifelong Christian, been born and raised in the faith. My mother was a religion teacher. Jesus and God has always been an important part of my life, but in some realm, there's always that kind of almost unattainable, always in the sky, so to speak. Where I feel like I met Jesus was when I got ill after the birth of our second daughter, Audrey. 8 months of suffering, of not knowing what was going on, losing 92 pounds. Ended up getting diagnosed with celiac disease, which was great to finally have an answer, but I have never experienced the level of pain, even having support around you, just complete and utter loneliness. And when I say, meeting Jesus on the floor of my home, I mean curled up in pain and in agony and kind of fighting through to get that hard-fought hallelujah. And it was my friend that reminded me that, Jesus is literally carrying you. It really wasn't until that moment that I understand the perspective of suffering and what he sacrificed for us. So from that, I ended up really diving deep, healing mind, body, spirit, and with spirit, felt really called to come to revive Wesleyan at the South Creek campus. We came during Christmas Eve service. I just knew that I had found the right place. I felt just very called to it. And from that, I really decided that this was home, and I wanted my family to be here, and took a begin class. Had a lot of questions answered, even though I'm a lifelong Christian. I really wanted to take this opportunity and take it seriously and learn and grow. And from there, just really stemmed into wanting to help and learn in the community and be involved in the faith community. So teaching the begin class myself and getting baptized again, even as an adult, which was a moving experience for me, because what I had gone through, I did feel like I died in a sense and was reborn. From begin, I had contemplated whether or not I wanted to do the baptism. I was baptized as a child, do I want to do this again? Within that discernment, I was in the middle of dealing with a pretty insane ear infection. I'm just the type of person where I really need a solid sign, and I remember directing God, if you can unplug my ear, and it was 2 months of a plugged ear, if you can unplug my ear, then I'm gonna know that this is what I need to do. And I woke up the next morning and I could hear, which was pretty crazy. So that for me was a sure sign that I should do this, but I fell asleep on the deadline. And that day, the day of the baptisms in April of 2024, Pastor Trevor had said, if anybody here is feeling called, we'll baptize you in your street clothes. I just really don't know any other way to really describe that other than a complete magnet just drawing me out of my chair, and just walked up there and did it. And it was the most unbelievable feeling that I don't know if I can describe other than just feeling reborn. Everybody has a story. Everyone has a moment where they're feeling called to something bigger and something greater, and there's a reason why people are stepping in the doors of the church. We all go through something in our life. And it's the suffering that we've gone through, the bad that we've gone through, that calls us. That's Jesus telling us he's there for us. So if you even have the slightest instinct or calling to do it, your soul is speaking to you, Jesus is speaking to you. So just come this Christmas and give it a try. Find your home.